That's fine, no worries. Okay, so guys, here's what we're doing. Random 2v2s as per the normal strat that we did 2 weeks ago. We are keeping this a consistent thing. We're just on different people's streams each time because why not? Honestly, the more publicity to us, the better. But first map of the day is going to be Outback. And the first teams playing, as you can see ahead here, are Eeun and Skillless versus Badger and Milk.
This should be a
What do
really
you think of this
exciting
matchup?
match. Yeah, this should be really exciting. I'm looking forward to watching Badger go up against both Eeun and Polar. Milk is at a bit of a disadvantage here, but hopefully he will be able to pull through. I think Eeun and Milk are the closest in this matchup, but yeah, I honestly don't know. Between Polar and Badger, I believe Badger beat Polar in the 1v1 tournament we did in January, so to be honest, this should be pretty even.
That'd be an interesting one for sure. Also, I think you need to turn audio up on a little bit, your input sound.
My microphone?
No, audio sound.
Oh, desktop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Alright, well then we'll get started with this game in just a moment. Let's inform the teams.
We love to see people memeing in chat immediately.
Always.
This is just what we expect from these guys, though, let's be honest.
We expect no less of
from
chat.
Everyone. No, of course not. Of course not. I believe last time in our final, we ended up with, of course, Audacity, Zoomy, with you, actually, against Red Dragons, Pure, and Flux. The entry fragments there, and the chat, especially Twitch chat, started getting filled with a lot of rhymes. They're quite aggressive. I believe the main one was spam this basket to put Zoomy in the casket. It was just a lot of emojis. I'm expecting similar again towards the end of this one, depending on who gets into the finals.
Should be pretty good. Alright, let's go. Starting the first game. I will probably have to turn down my in-game sound, but that's fine.
A little bit of technical reworking.
Technical rework, it's fine. We'll could have done this beforehand, but it's alright. Right, and into the ban phase on Outback. Who do you expect there to be banned on the attacker side?
I have a feeling on the attacker side, possibly even a Jackal. I think roaming is going to be a big part of this map. It's quite large compared to some of the other ones we've got being played today. Zafira is a good pick, though. She has a lot of utility that is definitely going to be useful in breaching a lot of the soft walls on this map, especially with the limited setup phase that we've got going on with this tournament. I think the chances of there being more soft walls and less reinforcements are highly likely. So.
Absolutely. I mean, already 30 seconds on the prep timer. It makes it very difficult to actually get all the reinforcements down, as well as prepare all of your gadgets, so operators like Capcan are at a bit of a disadvantage, especially with only 2 people to reinforce. It makes it quite difficult. But,
exactly, they need to really think about where they're applying their resources and time in that first 30 seconds of the game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, a mirror ban. Well, that's expected from... Oh, interesting that... It was Polar's team that banned both Zafira and Wamai, and Maverick and Mirror have been banned. Yeah, so it makes sense that Maverick and Mirror were banned. Maverick, very, very strong when attacking site directly, but the Mirror ban, completely understandable up against Eeun. He loves hiding in a corner with that mirror shield out.
With that mirror. I think as well, Mirror is incredibly strong on places like Party Room, where she can pretty much hold both sites on her own. I mean, she is a really strong play there. And when you've only got 2 people, you really need to be able to be more flexible with how you are holding each of these sites. So I think the mirror is definitely a necessary ban in this case.
Absolutely. Interesting.
Up, though.
Interesting choice of Mitzyyy and Rooney on defense. Hello, Kiri. I will have CatCam available later on for those who request it.
Yeah, and if you hear meowing, we apologise. We don't, it's cute.
If you hear clattering, that's my cat. Alright, so we are in-game. Looking at this.
Interesting
there
defense
we go.
ops. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with these here. Obviously, they're aiming for intel, really. I mean, that's what chiefly these 2 operators have in common, you know. Mitzyyy giving you a really good intel as to where the operators are coming, though her nerf is going to make her a bit weaker, I would say, especially in this matchup.
Definitely, absolutely. I mean, already we've got Rooney creating rotates. It's so very simple to make rotates with a Rooney. She's incredibly strong in that sense. I mean, not needing impact is huge, but I mean, at this point, it's looking like a really secure bit of defense. I don't remember any of the controls, I would like to point out, for spectator mode. So...
if you click in, you should be able to go into each of the people specifically.
Oh, and then first kill, which I immediately missed. But wow, and
Nice job.
great
We're
little
getting there, guys.
entry kill. Count. Oh, and the refrag. That was a pretty good engagement. Getting rid of the Aruni there, very important. But losing the diffuser on site is pretty unfortunate. So we now have Milk pushing in very slowly. Eeun sitting on the stairs. Oh. And the engagement there, not both sides taking a little bit of damage. Oh, and Eeun gets the kill and clutches the round. Beautiful. Alright, now it's round 1 to Pola's team. Ooh. Dirty. Eeun's going to be happy about that. Alright, into round 2.
You might want to check your cam controls real quick just to see.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was
to
doing.
go to first person. Thank you, Arkath, for being in that chat for me. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
1 and 2 for blue, 6 and 7 for orange.
Ah, super, thank you.
See, there we go. Look at that. We love having people around who are very helpful.
Exactly. You guys are great. I love you.
I do think it was interesting there, though. The Mitzyyy was definitely a better pick because there was no Ashe on the other team or someone who could take that out from a distance, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've gone with the same setup this time. This should be pretty much the same. Both of these sites are very easy to defend. This is a pretty defender-sided map, so...
I agree. Definitely agree. I'd be interested to see how they kind of keep defending, though, with 2 players, because a lot of the time on this map, you depend quite a bit on the roaming front as well, just due to its size, really. You can really catch some people off guard. But it'll be interesting to see if they stick with that at all during this game.
I mean, I'm hoping to see some real use of these grenades that they've got on the attacker side. They haven't really been focusing on getting rid of those Arunis, and we already see a bit of an engagement here. Badger pushing up. Oh!
That was a messy kill, but it did get them down, so you really can't complain on that one.
No,
but he is seriously low health going into the next engagement, which
Luckily
could cost him dearly.
Do still have their drones available. Not currently using them, which I find to be a little bit odd. Ooh, and a lovely kill!
Clean kill from Badger there, despite being at a disadvantage with that health after that first gunfight. Just immediately flips up. That was good.
That was a bit too wide of a peak from Pola, but yeah, 1 for 1. So for now, at least, it's looking pretty fair. Badger with 3 kills.
It looks like both teams have just one person seemingly doing a lot of the legwork for now. But of course, we should not dismiss the use of other utilities as well. It is useful in its own right.
Absolutely.
Kills aren't everything. They're just half of it. No, they're more than half. They're what, like 80% of the game, let's be fair.
Ah, defense is switching it up now, going with an Eeun, an Eeun? Yes, an Eeun. A Legion and an Ella. So a bit more of a trap.
Names there. Trap ops.
Yeah, a lot of trap ops for this setup. It seems like they're going to be reinforcing.
Interesting though. I mean, this is a very intel-oriented trap op combo. You know, you're really trying to give themselves as much information as possible without having to waste utility. Do you know what I mean?
Ella bringing a shield as well for that added utility. That should be quite annoying for the attackers to get rid of, as they do not have. Well, Ace can.
Have Ashe, and Zephyr was banned.
Ace
so
can get rid of it with his gadget, which is something a lot of people don't know. But you can throw, I believe, an Ace charge at it and actually destroy the reinforced shield.
It's not something you really want to be wasting those charges on, though. Especially not when they have walls here that do need to be broken down.
But in
to
a
get
2v...
better access to party.
Absolutely, but on a map like this, when there are so many angles to look, to attack from and to defend from, I think that the Ace charges won't necessarily be as useful. I believe he's bringing this mostly for the gun. At least that's what we've seen so far.
Well, you can't deny that Ace's gun is brilliant. Much, you know, the Fuse Ace AK is certainly nothing to scoff at.
Right, looks like Milk is pushing in from showers, going towards games.
Being pretty bold in how just opening up that wall, very wide peak.
And then just spraying through the soft wall. That's a bit of a risk. Ooh, destroying the bottom though, good idea.
Oh opening up now to rotate through. I don't think he knows the Legion is there. I don't think either of them are entirely aware.
Their
Might
droning
catch
has
them
been
both off guard.
their droning has been incredibly lackluster, but they now know that Ella is over on that side. They still have no intel on where Legion is. And there goes Legion. Eeun goes down. Beautiful kill from Badger.
Click there, brilliant. Didn't hesitate there, and I think that was what was important in that kill.
It looks like Polar is going to rotate around to the other side. Hope to catch... clumsy fight there, but...
Has been downed there, though.
Yeah, good kill.
And taken out.
He is on low HP, unfortunately, and...
That is going to put him at a disadvantage, as we see now that Badger seems to be coming through electrical. But Polar knows it. Skillless here knows that he's there.
yeah, and
And
a
takes him out.
beautiful shot. That was a really clean kill, knowing that chances are he was not going to
He
be
was gonna
pushing in
push
through.
electrical,
Yeah, he
yeah.
wasn't going to decide to push through the site. It's a bit too risky with the soft wall there. But yeah, that was beautiful. Very, very good. Let's see if the... well, actually, it's now switched around. We've got Milk and Badger on defense. Let's see what they can do with this. A dock, straight off the bat.
Interesting pick, but they have been going down a lot of gunfights to kind of half or quarter health, and a dock will help bring the balance back up again.
The Vigil pick, definitely very aggressive. Jackal and Nomad, we're seeing a very different style for both teams on the defense
Seems
and
quite
attack
apparent
side.
here that the attackers are fully aware that they are going to have a Roma. It seems like they are predicting Badger's moves here. We do obviously, of course, know that Eeun knows Badger, has done for a long time now, so perhaps he's using a bit of that knowledge here to kind of give himself an edge, or hoping to anyway. We'll see if that actually works for him. But that Vigil is going to struggle with any of his roaming or counters, or, you know, even rotating with an attacking loadout like this.
Yeah, both drones well hidden. In
And
very
alive,
good spots as well.
importantly.
Exactly, and I think that hopefully we'll see a little bit more drone usage in this. Very little so far. On the well, the defender side didn't use it when they were attacking, but ooh, Polar roaming downstairs, and it seems that they know that he isn't. Do they know? Well, let's see what Badger does here.
Badger seems to be playing the patient game right now. He knows they're in the area, and he is not going to be doing anything risky.
They are not droning, and ooh, Jackal pushing out, and a very clean kill. Oh, and the refrag.
Refrag is important here, definitely. Now we need to see if the Doc and Milk here can actually keep holding it down.
Well, they're holding different sides of the map currently, different sides of the site at least. So Milk is going to have to be very careful here as he rotates. Oh no, it looks like Nomad is now going to be droning. Well, there we go.
Actually seeing drone usage now, trying to get a good pin on where he is. He hears him though, he knows he's in that area.
And he managed to ping. How on earth did the drone see him?
I believe it was their other drone that they have in the room behind
Ah,
him being pinned by.
yeah, flashbang out. Milk rotating around.
Smart move on the rotate though, not wanting to stay in the same place that he was obviously just spotted in. Question is, do they now know where each other
Ooh.
are? They do now. Skillless is low.
Milk still has 3 stims available. He could stim himself up and nearly guarantee himself a victory just by spraying. Oh, and the plant going down.
Going for the plant, he's got himself a bit of protection from the nomad charge on the door.
We'll spring through 2 soft walls there. Not necessarily a good idea. But now hiding behind the reinforcements. Ooh. 30 seconds on the clock now. It's looking like a do or die moment. He needs to push. I believe there is a Nomad on that diffuser, so he's got to be very careful.
If he doesn't spot it, that could be the difference between him winning or losing this game. He does not have enough time
15
to be going
seconds.
this slowly.
He needs to push faster. He can't risk the diffuse here. Oh. Yeah.
Polar knows it. He is not going for the fake diffuse there, and he doesn't.
And he does not get it.
Doesn't
That
have
was
time.
unfortunate. Too cautious, much too cautious.
Skillless here played very, very well. But if anyone doesn't know, Skillless also goes by Polar. It's his normal name and everything. I would say he played very well there by not being tricked by that fake defuse, but also just being incredibly, incredibly patient. He didn't get anxious. He didn't, you know, rush in at the first moment. And I think that's definitely what just won him that round.
I mean, Milk was far too cautious in the final stages of the round. He got a really, really good bit of damage on the Nomad. He should have taken advantage of that and pushed a little harder. I believe he was using a 1.5x scope, so that should have actually given him a significant advantage in pushing. But, well.
Eeun there saying about this one's for Sam. Anyone who doesn't know, Sam is another player who will actually be playing later on. He goes by Y Sourdough. He used to be a Blitz main, so now we're seeing Eeun taking on that role now in honor of Sam.
Jones
That'd be interesting. They're clearly wanting to go for the big rush here, just get this game over as quickly as possible.
Yeah, both drones go down.
If they take it, that's going to be bad.
Right, they only have information on Vigil. That's all they know. They have no idea what could be possibly waiting for them on the site, and it looks like Badger knows that they'll probably be pushing from this side. But unfortunately, he's a bit wrong.
They're going to subvert expectations. Looks like they're going to go straight for the electrical or garage push. Looks like electrical from the direction they're heading now.
An electrical push would really catch the defending team off guard here.
Neither team's really paying attention to that side right now. Okay, Aruni's taking note now. Milk there, coming round to watch electrical. Badger recognizing that they are not pushing from the angle he thought as well. It's going to be very important.
And in goes the Blitz.
And Milk knows he's a Blitz now. Best way to deal with the Blitz is actually just to rush the Blitz. Irony that people just don't really know.
And Milk goes down. That is very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, best way to deal with a Blitz is to actually just go up to the Blitz.
Yeah, and the best way to deal with a Lion is to just... Oh! Wow!
Defenders won the match as they both knifed each other at the same time. It always goes to the defense as the attacking team was not able to get the diffuser down. That was insane.
That was crazy! Holy crap, I've actually never seen an interaction quite like that.
You rarely ever see those.
I mean, that's quite incredible. I don't play Blitz, nor do I really face up against him very often, so seeing that is actually quite nice. For once, the Blitz does not succeed in being a bully.
Definitely not, no.
Vigil and Aruni once again on defense. They're looking to tie this up. They know it works, but Laundry and Games has been a site that they've struggled with quite a lot. So we'll see if they manage to pull it through.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
There we go. Same setup. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty basic defense here.
Pretty basic defense, but interestingly, they're finally taking the Ashe here. I think Ashe is a very, very strong attacker in these 2v2s. I mean, she has 3 Ashe charges that she can use, which can take out things like Melusi's, get rid of an Aruni gate if they really have no other resources to use. The Nomad then watching their flank, knowing that Badger obviously has been doing a hell of a lot of roaming as Vigil here. They're trying to cover their bases, and they are giving themselves as much utility as possible, which I do think is important in a 2v2 situation.
They've got a good little drone looking all the way into, what's it called, Shark. So that's... They've got that whole zone locked out. Ooh, interesting. They're pre-firing that little window just as Polar went, just as Badger walked past. Could have got a sneaky kill with that. Looks like Milk knows that they're going to be pushing from this side, that they're pushing Garage.
Interesting position to hold from here. Knowing that they're coming from that side, they have basically left site completely defenseless in order to hold them here. Which is an interesting play and not one you see often. It might just catch the attackers off guard.
Oh! That was unfortunate! He started his spray as he saw the Ashe, and the Ashe was able to dodge the bullets.
I'm pretty sure there are going to be jokes about Ashe hitboxes here.
Most definitely.
No, he started shooting a moment too soon and just couldn't control the recoil long enough to keep him. And unfortunately that did cost him.
It looks like they're about to
Milk
push
here,
in,
looks like he's trying to push down electrical.
Ooh, and he gets the kill on Eeun. Beautiful.
Ash now down. Nomad has pretty effectively cancelled that entire side out, though, if Milk was to try and push around behind her.
Ooh, he gets a
Getting
little bit
sprayed
of
through the
damage
wall a
in.
little bit.
His attempt to... Oh, I don't think he realizes this isn't the site. He's used up all of his nomads, and he has been tricked. Oh, and a beautiful shot. Very unfortunate. GG to Polar's team.
Very good shot there. Unfortunate there. As the first game comes to an end, then it looks like we are putting, team Orange team through.
Wow, what a game match. That was much closer than I was really expecting it to be in that last round. After Badger went down, I really didn't expect Milk to be able to push and actually get a kill, but interestingly, I hadn't even realized. I was tricked into thinking that they were holding that site, which is very peculiar. They managed to trick the attackers, and it nearly paid off.
Yeah. Nearly did pay off, but unfortunately the kill just got there. Interesting to see how even they were there too as well. I mean, obviously looking at Polar and Eeun there, both of them ending on 5 kills, both of them obviously putting a lot of the legwork in. Just in general, a very good game from them. And they definitely were using the utility to match.